Welcome to the Weekly Pick-Off. Like, share, subscribe, and turn notifications on.
Week 4 in the NFL gave us everything. Buzzer beaters, defensive dominance, rookie breakouts, and some teams falling apart. Contenders are rising, others are slipping fast. Let's break down every game so far. Welcome to the Weekly Pick-Off. Seahawks versus Cardinals. Seattle edges Arizona in dramatic fashion. Murray threw an early interception. Harrison Jr. bobbled one into a pick, but redeemed himself with a TD. Arizona tied it late, but Seattle drove with seconds left and nailed the game-winning field goal. Vikings versus Steelers. Minnesota thought they had a defensive TD, but it got called back. Pittsburgh took over. DK Metcalf set up 2 Gainwell scores, and the defense sacked Wentz 6 times. Vikings cut it late, but the Steelers held firm in Dublin. Panthers versus Patriots. Carolina scored first, but missed the PAT. The Patriots answered with a punt return TD, and Bryce Young left early. New England dominated with defense and special teams from there. Chargers versus Giants. Rookie QB Dart gave the Giants their first win. He ran for a score. The defense picked Herbert twice, and Hampton added a long TD run. Herbert's turnovers doomed LA as the Giants found their QB of the future. Saints versus Bills. Buffalo started hot with Shakir and Cook touchdowns. The Saints clawed back to 21-19, but costly penalties, and Allen to Kincaid sealed it. Bills win scrappy, 28-19. Eagles versus Buccaneers. Philly stormed ahead with a blocked punt TD and Hurts toss. Baker hit Ibuka and Bucky Irving late, but turnovers killed momentum. The Eagles sealed it with a fake tush push and a big sack. Statement win. Texans versus Titans. The Texans finally got their first red zone touchdown of the year, then built on it with a Stroud strike after an interception. The defense kept Cam Ward in check, while Houston leaned on efficiency to pull away. Texans roll while the Titans drop to the bottom of the AFC South. Commanders versus Falcons. Atlanta started hot with a Drake London touchdown and never trailed. Bijan Robinson was electric, breaking tackles and even setting up scores with big plays. Without Jaden Daniels, the Commanders had to settle for too many field goals. Deebo Samuel hit a big bomb late, but Atlanta answered every punch and secured the win. Browns versus Lions. Judkins punches in a 4th down TD for Cleveland, but Gibbs answers for Detroit. Flacco throws 2 bad picks. Cleveland gets close with a field goal, but Judy drops a wide-open bomb late. The Lions slam the door with a punt return TD by Raymond, plus a Hutchinson strip sack. Detroit runs away with it after halftime, while Cleveland's offense sputters badly. Change feels needed in Cleveland. Colts versus Rams. A dropped TD cost Indy dearly. The Colts rallied, but Stafford delivered late with a deep ball to Tutu Atwell for the game winner. Rams win a close one. Jaguars versus 49ers. Etienne scored early, the Jags cashed in on turnovers, and a punt return TD stretched the lead. The 49ers' mistakes piled up, and Jacksonville pulled away with a late strip sack. Chiefs versus Ravens. Justice Hill scored first, but Mahomes took over. Lamar had a pick and fumble, and Kansas City blew it open behind Kelsey and Worthy. Chiefs rout 37-20. Bears versus Raiders. This game belonged to Max Crosby, who dominated everywhere. Sacks, tipped passes, even an interception. But Geno Smith gave it all back with 3 bad picks. Caleb Williams led a late scoring drive. DeAndre Swift punched in the go-ahead touchdown. Raiders wasted an all-time Crosby performance. Packers versus Cowboys. Absolute fireworks in Dallas. Love threw bombs. Dobbs had 3 TDs, while Dak and Pickens answered. In OT, both teams traded field goals before time expired in a 40-40 thriller. Jets versus Dolphins. Jets kept fumbling. Miami capitalized with Waller's touchdowns. Fields ran one in and hit Wilson late, but the Dolphins held on 21-27. Bengals versus Broncos. Denver dominated. Bo Nix scored on the ground, Mims on a reverse, Sutton on a catch, and Dobbins ran for 100+. Bengals managed only a field goal in a 28-3 loss. Players of the Week. Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs QB, flawless against Baltimore. Bijan Robinson, Falcons, RB, highlight runs. Max Crosby, Raiders edge, game wrecker despite the loss. Romeo Dobbs, Packers wide out, 3 TDs in a primetime classic. Week 4 had it all. Comebacks, blowouts, and thrillers. Chiefs, Eagles, Lions, and Bills are rolling, while the Bengals, Raiders, and Browns are searching for answers. 1 month in, the playoff picture is already starting to take shape. Everybody have a good one.